So we're standing in front of the offices of Global Action, where you're an activist, where I work. Global Action was the victim of a fire attack in the night at about 1 o'clock, where we suspect there was a fire grenade that was thrown through the window and set fire to the entirety of our offices. All of our computers and our materials are completely destroyed, and the fire actually went through the floor of one of the apartments that are above us, and some tenants had to escape for their lives to not be caught in the fire or in the smoke. So this is a very serious attack, and because Global Action is one of the only organizations Danish organizations criticizing Morocco's occupation of Western Sahara, we suspect that that has something to do with it, especially since the graffiti in front of our offices says stuff like "Stop supporting terrorism, fuck Polisario," which is the liberation movement in Western Sahara, and Sahara belongs to Morocco. So we highly, the police are investigating, but we highly suspect that this has something to do with our our harsh criticism of the Moroccan occupation of Western Sahara.
Yeah, and of course, we are shocked by what's just happened. It's not like something we're used to, not something that anyone should be used to. As you're saying, people were sleeping in the night, had to escape. Luckily, no one was harmed, and luckily, no one has had their life put in danger. But it could as well have happened. And of course, we're also shocked that this is something that some people seem to find legitimate in a political debate, because this is politically motivated. So of course we're shocked, and we need to figure out what we do from here. We need to find new premises to work from. We need to find out what we make from this, how to navigate in a civil society in Denmark as we go. What dangers do we maybe face? And we also need to find out what we do with the Western Sahara activism that we do in Denmark. And of course we're shocked, but this is something that will just, fire doesn't silence us, it won't silence us, and we'll just keep on doing what we're doing. And maybe even more than before, solidarity with the people of Western Sahara has become even more important, especially after 50 years of independent struggle and under occupation. But again, this is a small sneak peek into what the population of Western Sahara, the Sahrawis, are facing on a daily basis, with abductions, police brutality, no one to report from the Black Hole of Sahara, media-wise.
Yeah, there's no, we definitely see this as politically motivated attacks, or a terrorist attack against our offices. Of course, this is part of something that has happened to civil society and activist organizations in Denmark for some months now, for a couple of years, that people are increasingly experiencing harsh consequences of speaking out against, for example, occupations, not only of Western Sahara, but also of Palestine. And it's very worrying that people are facing these consequences for using their right to politically organize, for using their right to speak out. But again, it is only a sort of a speckle or a sort of small thing compared to what the Sahrawis are experiencing. So our solidarity goes out to them, and then our assurance is that this will absolutely not stop us from either criticizing the Moroccan occupation or the Israeli occupation. We will keep on fighting, and if we have to do that from the other offices, then that's it. We luckily have a lot of great comrades who have offered their spaces and stuff, so we'll keep on doing that. But we will make sure that the attention is being kept on Western Sahara, and we wish for all to push so that the occupation of Western Sahara is politically prioritized, and there's pressure on the governments to make sure that it ends.